Okay. So there is so we have exactly 3 trainers left inside of the gym. It's Jace, Keegan, and Flan herself. These are Jace wasn't is a bit was a bit tricky, has a Zekrom, but I managed to find a pretty good way. Keegan was a tad challenge was fairly challenging as well, widely considered to be one of the hardest fights in the game. Um, it was a bit less of an issue for me, but certainly wasn't fully easy. Flan, I'm in a bit of trouble with her too, but managed to find a good line. We've managed to go deathless until this point, but that's not going to remain the case here. I'm going to be sacking some stuff here. Alright, so let's first get out my team for Jace. So we're going to be bringing Samurott, Lapras, Tapu Koko, Sharpedo, Bombardier making its first appearance, and Mamoswine. Okay, so any moves I need to teach? Yes, I need to teach Flip Turn to Sharpedo. I need Crunch for this fight, so I'm gonna get rid of Liquidation. We have Waterfall Tutor, so this should hopefully not be too bad. And if absolutely necessary, I do have the TM. And dual Wing Beat to Bombardier. Now for items, I want Shed Shell on Samurott, Eject Button on Lapras, Coco is Fairy Feather, Sharpedo Black Glasses, Bombardier Cherry Berry, and Eject Pack on Mamoswine. Full check items. No, wrong one. I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. No way, I went in the wrong one. Oops. do not know the layout of this that well, apparently. So I guess it would be... Ugh. Okay, yeah, that should be Jace. So this Simisear as a lead was kind of annoying. I didn't have a good way to lead off and one-shot this. So I had to invest my Shed Shell into it, and it's kind of unoptimal to do so because Samurai does have Flip Turn. But I had to do it. Surf into Aqua Jet always kills. This is going to Lychee Berry Natural Gift, which is a 80 base power grass move when using Lychee Berry. Surf into Aqua Jet always kills. We can always take that. Surf might just kill on its own, and no matter what damage we take, it will always be baiting in Hawlucha fast kill. I have to go through eject button. Lapras can always take any hit from this Hawlucha, even Drain Punch. Kind of a bit of an optimal use of my eject button because Tabo can take a hit from this decently, but I need to keep Coco at full HP for this line to work, so I can't take a hit on it. So I need to go through eject button Lapras. The Hawlucha's power up Sky Attack, very luckily it's not unburdened, so I don't need to worry about that. And we're going to take 2 rounds of Storm with Coco, Luring Voice kill. So, with the 2 Torms of Stick and the fact that I equipped Fairy Feather, the only thing that outdamaged me, I 2-shot Zekrom, 2-shot the Diplin, but don't 2-shot the Uxie, so yeah, that comes in. And they don't 2-shot me. Okay, so we U-turn, get out. This is guaranteed Psychic. Go into Sharpedo. I'm going to Flip Turn the Uxie. We don't quite you turn into Drain Punch doesn't into Crunch doesn't quite kill, so I need to Flip Turn out, do a bit of pivoting. Go Fruit Coco. It's 50-50 to either U-turn or not U-turns, to either Psychic or Drain Punch there. That's like Future Sight. Future Sight would have been fine though. So we U-turn. Go back into Sharpedo on the Psychic. Oh, we can Future Sight there too, I guess. That's fine though. That was actually guaranteed, but it doesn't make a difference for the line. Crunch here. We're gonna get a speed boost, which means that the next bait is going to be Slow Kill Diplin. so... Oh, thanks for the follow, Aaron. So we flip turn out. It's just like nothing to it, but we just need the flip turn. We just need to switch out. I'm gonna go for your Bombardier. So to set up the alright, Aaron. Welcome in. So the big issue that I had when it comes to figuring out this line is that I don't really have mons that can deal a lot of damage to this Diplin, and also I need to set up the endgame position in the Zekrom. Mamoswine is my answer to it, but the problem is that Mamoswine can kill the Diplin with Icicle Crash if I get a bit of chip, but I don't, or if I equip the Nevermelt Ice boost, but I don't, but the problem is that Mamoswine would have to take 2 Storm Ticks, which means that it would then be dead to that plus Dragon Claw Maxwell crit. And I want to keep my Mamoswine alive. And if I went boosting on him, I also couldn't eject pack out, so that would be create an additional problem. So what I need to do to set this up is that we're gonna bring in Bombardier. Bombardier can take any hit from this. It's also a dark type, so we don't need to worry about Future Sight. So we knock off the Eviolite on this, and yeah, we're gonna just let Bombardier die here. It needs to die here. The main thing is that if a mon dies in Magma Storm, in our case, when it comes to switching in after flip turn or U-turn or something like that, or eject button or eject pack, you do still take the Magma Storm chip, but after a sack, you don't take the Magma Storm chip as you switch in. So Mamoswine, when it kills this Diplin, is only going to be taking one Magma Storm chip, which means that it won't be dead to Dragon Claw Maxwell crit from Zekrom in the back. So we knock off the Eviolite, and Diplin's gonna die here, just eventually. Not Diplin, I mean Bombardier. I guess maybe Bombardier could kill this, but it's not gonna live against the Zekrom. Actually, no, Zekrom is always gonna kill it. No, I'm wondering if it had Bolt Strike, but it doesn't. It has Fusion Bolt. There's no scenario where Bombardier lives. You've been kind of useless, honestly, but did what I needed you to this fight. Okay, go into Mamoswine. Icicle Crash kill. Alright. One round of Magma Storm. And now it's Zekrom last. Okay. So yeah. What's the idea? Yeah, we Headlong Rush. We can take Dragon. It's faster now, so we take Dragon Claw Maxwell crit, and we'll activate a Jetpack and go out. And we can just finish this off with Alluring Voice, Tapu Koko. Alright. one pretty inconsequential death. I'm okay with that. Maybe there was some deathless line in my box, but I couldn't find it, and I just like couldn't really do having to keep going with trying to find a deathless line, and Bombardier Deathlight just doesn't matter at all. So that's fine. Alright, so that's one for Samurott. One for Mamoswine, two for Coco. And one for Sharpedo. Sharpedo's been the goat of this gym on ironically. He's been coming to so many fights. Though it's not coming to Keegan. So Keegan, let me update the deaths. We're at 12 deaths now. We're gonna be sacking two more to Keegan, which is I think slightly below the average. I think it's like usual for it to be like 2 or 3 sacks, but it just depends. So you put Bombardier in here. Okay, so for this fight we want Talonflame, Tapu Koko, which is already in my party. Miss Magius, Seismitoad, Mamoswine is coming, so let's put that, and Torkoal, which I believe, yeah, it's here. Alright, so we need to do a few things. We need to teach, I believe, 2 moves. 2 moves and a bit more. Hey, welcome in, J-Mash. Thanks. Okay, so we need to teach Icy Wind to Miss Magius. I guess I'll get rid of Dazzling Gleam. I don't think I really need that anymore. Icy Wind, and with Sizotoad, we need to give it Mud Shot as well as delete all of our physical moves. Should we keep Earth Power, teach Mud Shot? I think it probably learns like Icy Wind. Seismitoad's dying in this fight, so it doesn't really matter if we like mess up its moveset like this. So, yeah, it is important to do this. I think it learns Muddy Water as well. Yeah, okay. This is a pretty standard counter to this fight, but you'll see. Okay, so we want for items. Oh wait, one more thing actually. I need to. Currently, Miss Magius is bold, which is actually bad. I want to bait certain stuff with it, so I need to remove the plus defense nature. Go for serious. No, it doesn't feel like the best use of one, but it's necessary. Doesn't work otherwise. Okay, and so for items we want charcoal on Talonflame, silver powder on Tapu Koko, Never Melt Ice on Mismagius, Citrus Berry on Seismitoad, Torkoal is Eject Pack, and Mamoswine Soft Sand. Alright. Hopefully this all works. It should be, I've like double checked all the stuff on this line like over and over again. It should all work. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's this one. It's not. Oops. Have I ever actually seen the Talonflame Full Art Explorer? Right, I'm not sure. Oops. Okay. No turning back now. Icy Wind, all special moves much on Earth Power. There's Never Melt Ice, Silver Powder. Charcoal. Mamo. Sound. Jetpack. Yeah, okay. So my Talonflame has enough special attack to one-shot this Iron Treads. I did have other leads for this potentially, like my Pyroar does outspeed and kill this, but the line works out better if I use Talonflame for it. So, thanks for the raid, damn it, Tom. We're about to fight Keegan, considered to be one of the hardest fights in the game. That's Flan. How was stream? Hey Llama, hey, walking, well, thanks. You're playing some of Petit Prolet's Bug's new hack. Hopefully it's going well. Yeah, okay, so we just overheat one-shot this Iron Treads with Charcoal Boost. Since we're Charcoal, though, that means that Talonflame is going to die here. It works out better for my line, and I know I'm not going to need Talonflame for anything else. Well, more specifically E4, but that is like the thing that I would want to potentially kept alive for. Alright, so this is gonna bait and slow kill Samurott Hisui. Nice. Oh, that's good. Hopefully the run goes well. Okay, so yep, Talonflame's 100% gonna die. This Samurott only sees kill with Razor Shell, so it will never Ceaseless Edge, which is very important. We also will get some chip damage off with dual wing beat. That is also very important. That's part of why this line is good. Oh, 07 Talon. Okay, so we go into Tapu Koko. With the chip damage we've done with dual wing beat, Koko now always kills this with Thunderbolt. Yeah, can't do that. That doesn't change the line, though. It's fine. we need to be at really low HP to bait Batley from the Ursaluna, and we're not even close to that. Next up is Ursaluna comes out first, slow kill. This is Eject Pack Ursaluna, which has just headlong rush close combat. It can be kind of annoying, but we're gonna take advantage of it a bit. So it's only sees kill with headlong rush here, so it's always gonna be clicking that we obviously U-turn out. This chip damage is also going to be important for later, and we go into Miss Magius in the headlong rush or levitate, so we're immune to this. It won't be eject packed out. So we're going to Icy Wind this Ursaluna to activate Eject Pack and switch it out. After this one tick of Magma Storm, the first fast kill that's seen is Electivire with Thunder Punch by Miss Magius is really slow, which is actually beneficial for me in this case, because it's going to bait specifically what I want from the mons that I'm sending this out against, potentially. So yeah. We Icy Wind activate Eject Pack, and it will switch it out. Because it will drop its speed. This is gonna go. We should be going into Electivire for exactly Thunder Punch. Yep. Even after the extra Magma Storm chip, it never sees kill with what's it? You have it Ice Punch, yeah. It's always Thunder Punch here. We can switch out because we're a Ghost type. Go into Seismitoad on the Thunder Punch. We're immune to that. Okay, so two things are very important here. First of all, this Electivire has Reflect, which means that it would click if it wasn't for the fact that I got rid of all my physical moves on Seismitoad, and how the AI works in this game is that if you don't have any physical moves, it just never clicks Reflect. The other important thing is that after one turn of Magma Storm damage, it sees there's like AI in this game when it comes to negative effect moves. Hammer Arm is seen as a negative effect because it drops its speed, and we want it not to click Ice Punch because that can freeze us, which would be incredibly bad. But after one turn of Magma Storm chip, Hammer Arm sees itself as two-shotting me. Well, it sees it as Ice Punch is only three-shotting me, which means that it will always click Hammer Arm despite it being a negative effect. How it works is that if both Hammer Arm and Ice Punch saw that it was a two-shot on me, it would prioritize a move that isn't negative effect, which is Ice Punch in this case. But since Hammer Arm sees itself as two-shotting, while Ice Punch doesn't, at this HP range, it's always going to be clicking Hammer Arm, which will never kill us with crit and won't be able to freeze us, most importantly. So we first start off with a Mud Shot. Yep, Hammer Arm, I got that right. Yeah, this will activate Robot Berry, that's fine though, that's accounted for with the calcs. I forgot to mention that this does have a Robot Berry, which is kind of a random item for it, but it does actually help in this case. Now we Earth Power kill. One thing to mention is that if Hammer Arm did crit, there was a chance that Seismitoad would have died at the same time that Electivire did. Died to Storm as I killed it with Earth Power. It doesn't change the line though, it just makes it slightly different. But the most important thing is that after the chip damage plus Hammer Arm, even with Cinder's Berry recovery, the next fast kill that's always seen is Arcanine. I want to bait that specifically next. We're faster than the Ursaluna, so that won't come in. It will be specifically Arcanine fast kill. So we kill this with Earth's Power. Now that we speed dropped it, it's got speed dropped twice actually. This kills. Should always be Arcanine fast kill. Shouldn't be Ursaluna or Reshiram. Seismitoad is always going to die here. We don't have a way of switching out. So, in case Seismitoad somehow lives, I'm gonna Icy Wind. I don't want to kill this Arcanine this turn. So that's just an extra safety there. Okay. So now we go into Torkoal. So Torkoal is actually, because of its specific typing and the moves that this Arcanine has, it's baiting specifically Extreme Speed, which is what actually very helpful for me, because if it were to be baiting Play Rough, for instance, it could potentially attack draw me, which activates my eject pack earlier than I want to. So to set up the endgame position, we're going to first yawn the Arcanine. And now we can always take 2 extreme speeds plus Magma Storm pretty easily. And now we overheat it. We're going to activate a jetpack. So Arcanine also isn't Lumberry for reference. That's very important. In terms of this, it's Citrus Berry. We go for overheat. We'll activate our own eject pack and switch out at the exact same turn this Arcanine gets put to sleep with Yawn, and we can get in our Mamoswine for 3. That will be perfect for setting up the endgame position. The chip damage doesn't actually matter. We just need the switch out. Now it shows to sleep. Arcanine has 1 turn of guaranteed sleep. And we're going to use this opportunity to set up a Trailblaze. Arcanine could potentially wake up here and extreme speed us. That's fine though. We just barely take max roll crit extreme speed into all the Magma Storm chip ticks of damage. I did calc that like 5 different times. For like peace of mind, I would prefer if this stayed asleep though. Nice, okay. It would extreme speed us because we show fast kill to it now after the Trailblaze boost. So the last 2 Mons are Ursaluna and Reshiram. It's literally just barely the case that Silver Powder U-turn plus Never Melt Ice Icy Wind, Silver Powder U-turn from Tabakogo plus Never Melt Ice Icy Wind from Miss Magius plus Icicle Crash from Unboosted Mamoswine just barely always kills this Ursaluna. It was so close, it's actually kind of insane. So we can kill this with Icicle Crash. And the last mon is Reshiram, which we always kill with Soft Sand Headlong Rush, which is why we couldn't boost an item on the Ursaluna. And we're faster now because of Trailblaze. Okay, that's Keegan down. Whew. Okay. Getting everything right there was so important. That's why I had looked over this so many times. 2 deaths, one of which I don't care about a ton. One is slightly more impactful, but I'm fine with it. Talonflame, and Seismitoad. That brings our def total up to oh oh shoot uh sorry, I can't. I don't know why I should. Maybe I should disable that. But thanks, Llama. Okay. So that brings our def total up to 14. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I, yeah. I guess that is true. Though it barely seems to even help me, but I guess it's probably better to have it than not. Okay, so last up is the gym leader, Flan herself. Let me first update the frag sheet for this. So that's one for Talon. Also, I could get the defs in. One for Talon. One for Coco. 3 for Mamoswine. And 1 for Seismitoad. And Bombardier, Seismitoad, and Talonflame are all dead now. Okay. So last up is Flannery. Let's get my team out for this. So we're gonna bring Tornadus, Omastar, Mamoswine is coming again, Dragonite, Salamence, and Golem. Golem's here is just really as a backup, though. Where's my Golem? Oh, is it in box 2? Yeah, okay. Okay. So there's a lot of prep I need to do to get my team ready for this. So first of all, there's a lot of moves that I need to teach, most of which are actually limited TMs, but they're all fine investments. First of all, I'm going to teach Meteor Beam back to Omastar. I had gotten rid of this briefly for a specific fight in Flangem, but we can get it back now. I knew this was probably what I was going to do, but it's alright. I don't think I really am going to be using Meteor Beam or anything else. We're going to be teaching Earthquake to Mamoswine. This is likely going to be valuable because Mamoswine's part of my planned E4 team and Earthquake is useful on it. It does kind of suck to be using it at this point, though, because it means that I can't flex slot Mamoswine on Victory Road. Potentially. I could, if necessary, get rid of Icicle Crash because I do still have the TM for that. It shouldn't hopefully be a huge problem, though, and I do have scales to get another TM if I absolutely need to. Okay, so for Dragonite, we need to teach a bunch of moves to it. First up is Scale Shot on it. We're going to need to get rid of 3 of our moves: Dual Wing Beat, Outrage, and Thunder Wave. Dual Wing Beat doesn't really matter to get rid of because it's a 2-year move. I can get that back whenever I want. Having to get rid of... I don't really care about Thunder Wave, but getting rid of Outrage is slightly unfortunate, but it should be okay. I need to get... The other 2 moves are 2-year moves. I need to get Icy Wind and... and Stomping Tantrum on Dragonite. And the last up is I need to teach Dragon Pulse to Salamence. The last thing I need to do is I'm going to be using my final Serious Mint on Salamence. Currently, Salamence is timid nature. This nature investment doesn't feel amazing because we are getting rid of a plus speed nature, and also this nature mint only matters half of the time. But I couldn't find any other way to make it work without it. So let me make sure of something on this first to make sure I actually have this correct. Where's my meds? Yeah, that is right. Okay, but I get a bunch of serious mints from Flan herself, and I don't think Salamence is really gonna matter that much. So I'm okay with doing this. Okay, now we need to get items on. So it's eject button on Tornadus, power herb on Omastar, eject pack on Mamoswine, loaded dice on Dragonite, Dragon Fang on Salamence. I'm just gonna go Citrus on Golem. Okay. Alright, last gym of the game. This is a true double battle, no pre-damaging. I'm not able to do any pre-damage because that's how gyms work in this game. Double check items and moves. Power, Meteor Beam. Jetpack, Earthquake, Headlong Rush. Scale Shot, Icy Wind, Stomping Tantrum, Loaded Dice. Dragon Pulse, Outrage, Dragon Fang, and Protect. That is potentially important. And Golem doesn't matter. Alright. I'm gonna teach Stomping Tantrum to Golem. Actually, I think that there might be some very rare scenario where that comes in handy. It's almost certainly not going to, but since Rock Slide to tutor, I'm gonna do it anyway. And I don't think Rock Slide's gonna help for this fight. Okay. Just to double check slotting, yeah, Ceruledge is slot 1 and Torkoal is slot 2. Yeah, okay. Hopefully I got everything right. I have intricate notes taken down for this fight. Okay, so the current situation in terms of kills is that neither sees kill on Tornadus and both see kill on Omastar, so it's going to be diagonal targeting. Torkoal's going for Omastar and Ceruledge is going for Tornadus, but there is a notable thing. This Torkoal has Protect, and how the AI works is that first turn you're out, if one of your mons is faster and another one of your mons kills it, it will always Protect. And because my Omastar shows kill to this Torkoal with Meteor Beam, which it sees Meteor Beam because I'm holding the power herb, that means that Torkoal is always going to Protect this turn. It doesn't matter that it has kill on my Omastar, it's still always going to Protect. So, to set up this, we want to set up our situation correctly. We're going to Tailwind with Tornadus and Meteor Beam the Ceruledge. Welcome to Sir Teabag. The Ceruledge is going to attack my Tornadus with Poltergeist. So Tornadus could potentially die here. It dies to potential Poltergeist crit. If it doesn't die, we eject button out. If it dies, we just die and we get the free switch anyway. The only difference that it will be if Tornadus survives or not. So Tornadus, it doesn't change the line if this happens. I'm pretty sure we still win regardless, but it just matters if Tornadus survives or not. Tailwind and Meteor Beam. The Ceruledge is as a focus sash, so it will always survive its Meteor Beam. Look, it was the mon that worked for this that I. You just have to not get crit, Tornadus, that's all I'm asking. Yep, there's the protect. Oh, wait. Oh, yes, Speed AI. I forgot about that. So actually, yeah, Tornadus always survived. Yeah, because it's trying to set up its speed. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Tornadus actually always lived that. I completely forgot that was a thing. Okay, so yeah, Tornadus always survived. The speed boost doesn't matter, because my Mamoswine still outspeeds us in Tailwind. Okay, well, this is safer than I thought it was. I didn't think of that for some reason. Okay, so we go into Mamoswine here. Okay, so we Earthquake. This will kill Ceruledge always. We're faster, even, like, let me double check that. Where's my Mamoswine? There it is. Yeah, we're faster under Tailwind, even though the Ceruledge is at +1. Earthquake kills both Ceruledge and Torkoal. The current targeting situation is that Ceruledge neither sees kill on Mamoswine, both see kill into Omastar. I thought Ceruledge saw kill into Mamoswine, but it doesn't make a difference. So Torkoal's going to be going for Omastar, Ceruledge is going for Mamoswine. We Earthquake, this will kill the Ceruledge, and it will chip the Torkoal down. It does about half. It never kills with crit, most notably, which is important. We don't want to kill it this turn. And we go into Dragonite on the Solar Beam from Torkoal, and as well to be immune to our own Earthquake. Torkoal can't protect this turn because it protected the last turn. That's how the AI works. Okay, Walking Wake comes out. Yeah, Walking Wake comes out because it's the first thing that sees slow kill, and Mamoswine under Tailwind we're faster than everything, so it's going for first slow kill. So we're gonna to kill this Walking Wake, we Earthquake with Mamoswine plus Scale Shot this with Dragonite because under the Tailwind we're faster. So there are two. So Torkoal can protect here because currently Mamoswine shows fast kill to it. Dragonite might as well. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter as long as if only one shows fast kill. So Torkoal is on the first turn it was guaranteed to protect, but after the first turn it's 50-50 to protect. I've created two separate lines depending on if Torkoal protects here or not. Either way, it should be fine. So we Earthquake here and Scale Shot Walking Wake. This is a range to kill, but if it doesn't kill, we just pick up the range with Mamoswine. Loaded dice means it always hits at least 4 times. Is Torkoal gonna? Oh wait, Torkoal didn't protect. Okay, so we're going with the non-protect line. Let me get that one out. Okay. So this should be on the Mammoth shot. It should be Raging Bolt because I just barely don't show kill to it with Headlong Rush, and and I barely don't show kill with Headlong Rush, and it kills me with Solar Beam. Yeah, 8th roll of Headlong Rush is 294, and Raging Bolt is 295 HP, so it's like literally that close. So it should be Raging Bolt on the Mammoth slot and Gouging Fire on the Dragonite slot. Yep. Okay. So, situation here. Currently, we have one more turn of Tailwind left, which is very important. Only Raging Bolt sees kill on Mamoswine, and both see kill into Dragonite. So it's going to be diagonal targeting again. Raging Bolt's going for Mamoswine with Solar Beam, and Gouging Fire is going for Dragonite with what would you have it? With Dragon Claw. The also very important thing here is that this Gouging Fire has Burning Bulwark, which is a signature move that's basically a version of Protect that will burn you on contact, which has the same AI as regular Protect, which I explained earlier. But because of the way I've said, because of these two Pokemon that are out, it's just barely the case that Weavermon shows fast kill to Gouging Fire with 4-hit Scale Shot and Headlong Rush from Mammoth, which are my most damaging moves on it. So this Gouging Fire should never protect. In order to capitalize on that, we Headlong Rush the Gouging Fire and Scale Shot it. Those two moves combined should kill it. Should never protect here because it doesn't see that either of my mons kill it. It just doesn't know that I'm going to be double targeting it. Come on, don't protect here, please. Okay. I could have potentially died there, and then Headlong Rush would have gone into the Raging Bolt, but that wouldn't have made a difference for the line. Headlong Rush will lower our stats and activate a Jetpack, so we can get Mamoswine out before it dies to the Raging Bolt Solar Beam. And we can go, it's always going to be Solar Beam. We're out of kill of range of Dragon Pulse, so we can go into Salamence on the Solar Beam. Wait, what? The dead Gouging Fire just activated Photosynthesis. I guess that's an Intimidate bug? I don't... Does that make a difference? It shouldn't, because the Gouging Fire is dead. Like, does the Raging Bolt now have an attack boost? I mean, that wouldn't make a difference, though, either, because Raging Bolt's a special attacker. Same with Iron Moth, if that somehow got the attack boost. Wait, Raging Bolt now doesn't have a special attack boost, and it has... Wait, did I just cancel its Photosynthesis? Huh, that's... Oh, wait a second, I think that... No, wait, actually, I don't think it did, because... Right, Photosynthesis doesn't actually show up as a boost, it's like its own separate thing. At least I think that's how it works. That sounds right. And the Iron Moth doesn't have a boost either, I don't know, that was just weird. It doesn't matter, though. So, currently the situation in terms of kills are, Raging Bolt sees kill on both, Iron Moth sees kill on neither. So, So to handle this, we're going to hold on, let me get my okay, yeah. So yeah, diagonal, Raging Bolt, C-Skill on both Iron Moth, C-Skill on neither. So it's gonna be diagonal, Raging Bolt's going for Salamence. We protect with Salamence, and we Icy Wind to lower to drop to break the air balloon on Iron Moth and lower both speed. Actually, the speed drop doesn't matter. We're just breaking the air balloon. Dragonite can always take Fiery Dance crit from this Iron Moth. Because of the speed boost we've got with Scale Shot, this is like doing quite. We're faster than both as well. That doesn't matter. Dragon Pulse into protecting Salamence. Yep. Okay, so we're going to outrage with Salamence. There's a logic behind this. And we Stomping Tantrum the Iron Moth. Now that Air Balloon's gone, Stomping Tantrum always gone. Because of the speed boost that my Dragonite has, I will go before my Salamence, which is important because Outrage is normally random targeting, but if one of the targets is dead, that means it just goes into the other target. So Iron Moth will die first, and my Outrage will go into the Raging Bolt. If it targets my own Dragonite, I don't even know what to say there. That should not be how it works, though. So yeah, we kill the Iron Moth first. We're faster than our own Salamence, which is important. Iron Moth is super weak to ground, 4 times weak, so this always kills. And Outrage should go into the Raging Bolt and always kill. And that's Flan down. Whew. Yeah, we get 2 scales, Modest Mint, Adamant Mint, Jolly Mint, Timid Mint, yep, and 6 Serious Mints. Yeah. We have a bunch of mints left. Great. Maybe I'm gonna get Great Neck. Who knows? For those that don't know, there's like a meme in the community because at this point, literally not a single winning run has gotten Raging Bolt, Great Neck as it's called. Not even one has got it, despite it being a 10% encounter. There's 2 locations, Mount Chimney and New Mavo. Oh yeah, nobody on stream. There have been off-stream ones that's gotten it, but yeah, nobody on stream has gotten it. All right. Nobody died that fight, so I'm going to bring out Miss Magius for something. Okay, yeah, that sounds right. I remember that Safety was like showing off him having Raging Bolt in the channel. Let's update the frag counter real quick. So that's 3 for Mamoswine. Jesus. um. No, actually, it's 4 for Mamoswine because I also killed the Gouging Fire. And 2 for Dragonite and 1 for Salamence. Okay. Alright, let's go get Mount Chimney first. See if we get the neck. It's also right here. I think most people do this. So yeah, we can get all of the future Paradox Mons on Mount Chimney except for uh Brute Bonnet and Scream Tail. When it comes to what I want specifically, I'm not sure. Like, when looking through the Mons, I have a lot of my E4 team planned already, so I kind of looking for the Mons that would synergize well into it. Great Tusk might not be the best because I don't particularly need a ground type. It might be good as a fighting type though. Sliverwing kind of for a similar reason. Sandy Shocks might be okay. Walking Wake, I'm unsure of. Gouging Fire, maybe. Raging Bolt could potentially be good for what I have in mind. Roaring Moon, I'm unsure about. Fluttermane would be the big prize. Fluttermane would fit super well on the E14 that I have planned, but it's only a 5%, so I'm not that likely to get it. But to try and get it, I'm going to be leading Miss Magius. Yeah. So, also for reference, static also doesn't work on this place, so I can't try and static for Raging Bolt / Sandy Shocks. The creator disabled it functioning here. The encounter rate's very low here, so it's going to take a while to get the Mon here. Alright, let's see what we get. Roaring Moon, interesting. I'm unsure about this. Well, Neck eludes us again. Damn, the neck really doesn't want to show up for anyone that's on stream. Well, let's get my next one, which is New Mauville. Where do I get the key for New Mauville? Is it one of the houses? I think that might be correct. Okay, yeah, damn, I actually got that right. Make sure I'm repel on. Yeah, I do. Because I don't want to encounter the exterior Mauville before. You can get exterior encounters. I was able to get this actually the whole time, but I've been saving this for the Paradox. Yeah. I'm unsure what I really want there. Iron Treads probably isn't the best for me. Iron Valiant would actually be really good if I got that. I hadn't really thought about that. Iron Moth, I don't think really fits well into my team. Maybe... What's the Terrakion one called again? Why can't I remember? Iron Boulder. That might be okay. Iron Leaves I don't think is going to fit well. Maybe Iron Crown? Bundle I'm unsure about. And Iron Hands. I could see Iron Hands potentially being good into my team. I should lead off with something to like try and pull the Valiant. I don't have a Gallade, so I can't do that. Um, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna lead Sylveon to see if I can pull Valiant that way. Iron Moth, that's not really what I wanted, but whatever. It's all right. You know, just for fun, I want to see what my exterior encounter would have been. Grimer. Yeah, probably good that I didn't get it then. Alright, there's two more encounters to get, which are Desert Underpass and an Evergrande. Is there any other I'm missing? No, doesn't look like it. This wasn't open until now, so I couldn't get it. Drillbur. A bit late on this, but I'm not unhappy to get this. This is a good mod. There's something I should do in model before I get to, which I have it to Evergrande. Yeah, I'm supposed to, yeah, you get this hard rail to give to her friend. Do I have my repel on? No, I don't. Oh no, I did have my repel on, I mean. Just be a bit careful here. All closet if I go into any optionals, I would want to try and avoid them if possible. I'm not totally sure where I'm supposed to go. I think it's this way. Yeah, this is the right way. What is in the fishing part of Evergrande? I actually don't know. I guess it just doesn't have any encounters. Yeah, we get all the gems from her. Okay. So what's I mean, Golden Go would be pretty good if I got that. Like otherwise, I don't know. I guess there's also Teddy Ursa would be nice. Togepi. I have Jangmo. Rookity would be nice. Poiple would probably be cool for VR. Um, and I don't know, Larvesta. I don't really need another fire type, but let's see what I get. That's a dupe. Imp. Not bad. I guess there might be a chance that I think with what my team is, there might actually be a chance that this could come to E4, depending on what I'm looking at. I haven't yet fully planned my team. I only have it like half planned, basically. Alright, let's take a look at the IVs on our guys. So Drillbur, Quirky, pretty pretty good IVs. Yeah, okay. Impidimp. Lonely is a good nature. Um. Not the worst IVs. I could probably make these work if I wanted to. Iron Moth. Ugh. I mean, Modest is good, but the IVs are kind of bad. Roaring Moon. Hardy. Yeah, that's Modest, but that's like really the only good thing about it. Not the best Roaring Moon. I mean, the speed's good, the attack's low. I mean, it could be worse. I'll live with this, but this is not bad. Yeah, I imagine the speed is very good to have. I guess, is there a chance? No, this is still booster. This is still booster attack, though it might be booster speed if I naive mint or like plus speed mint in general. That could potentially be worth considering. I'll have to give that I'll have to give that a consideration. I'll take screenshots of these. Okay. So, well, that's it. That's all I have planned for today. So, I'll do the leveling up off stream. It's a bit too much. We're not. Wait, who's live to raid? I'll raid Splurk.